Hello there, viewers. Welcome back to the Toffee Takeover. And before we get started the episode today, Jesus, the backlash for those transfers was not good. And honestly, completely warranted on top of that because, well, as a guy by the name of Mark put it in the comment section, first off, thank you very much for the comments. Very thought out, very critical about what I put out there. He said that Nathan Dyer definitely not good enough for your squad, good enough to avoid relegation or push a championship side to promotion, not good enough for this ambitious squad that's trying to go for Champions League. Morales, Balassi, same thing. You could have done better on the wings. So basically, you got a Champions League side with no ambition, and the fans in real life would be going mental with this. Mark, I completely agree with you with that comment. I dropped the ball on these transfers. I know I could have done more, but I just wasn't thinking. Clearly, I wasn't thinking at the time. So the only hope that we could do is try and best ourselves in the league, but we got to go through Champions League stuff, and that's what you guys want to see. And with the group that as it came out, I just don't think the Champions League is going to be all that good. So you're going to have to see me suffer. Some of you may be happy with that, some of you may not. But first and foremost, let's get into today's match versus Dortmund. What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and if you're still enjoying the series, please do go and drop it a like. And today, like I just said, we're going to be taking on Dortmund in our first Champions League group stage match. But before we get to that, we did play a match versus Crystal Palace, and also, I didn't go over the transfers out last time around, only those that came in. We didn't go over how many went out, so we'll first and foremost talk about that, who left the club. Now, I honestly didn't mean to go down this road, but it looks like I'm starting to go and be a little bit of a mini Chelsea, where I'm starting to loan players out to get first team football and get their development up. As you can see with Vlasic here, Shani Tarashai, Henry Onakuru, John Joe Kenny, Brendan Galloway. I need to get these players out and get first team football. Same with Romero Funes Mori. He was just never going to get it here with all the center backs that I brought in. There's only one person that we actually sold out for money, and that was Matthew Pennington, selling him out to Burnley for £2.4 million. As you already knew, Aaron Lennon and Phil Jagielka, they were at the end of their contract. I didn't re-sign them, so they're out on a free, out in the ether somewhere. I honestly don't know if they got picked up by somebody. I honestly don't care. Actually, I tell a lie. We do care about Aaron Lennon because he got picked up by Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace were the next opponent that we were taking on in the league. And as you can clearly see here, a 1-0 victory, but once again, it's another own goal. We still have yet to score a proper goal in this league season. Jairo Ridewald putting it into the back of his own net off of a Kevin Morales cross. So I know it's still with the 5-2-3. It's still with that, 5 defensive backs. So the offense is not really up to snuff. But still, we should be doing a lot better with the front three, and it's just not working for us. So maybe at this point in time, just continuing to see no goals being scored by my squad, I think it's time to scrap that formation. And I mean, look at this table. We're sitting with 7 points through 4 matches with none of our goals being legitimate goals. This is not going to stand if we continue to play like we're playing. So that's why I think it's time to scrap that formation, go back to the 4-2-3-1, maybe even go back to the V formation that was giving us a lot of hope and a lot of promise last season, and try to rekindle something going forward. But yeah, this 5 at the back is just not cutting it. It's no longer going to be useful. I mean, hey, look at the recently promoted sides in Middlesbrough and Brentford doing well for themselves this early on in the season. I don't expect them to be top 10 come season's end, but at least they're doing well for themselves early on. We're going to be going with the 4-2-3-1 today, and sitting in between the sticks is, of course, going to be Jordan Pickford. The flat back four will consist of Seamus Koeman, Michael Keane, Alejandro Arribas, and Leighton Baines. The defensive mid on the day will be Idrissa Gana Gueye, with Ross Barkley sitting in front of him. The 3 attacking mids will see Gylfi Sigurdsson down the middle, Nathan Dyer on the right-hand side, and Ademola Lookman on the left. And, of course, we need to rekindle the goal-scoring prowess that was Sandro sitting up top. Let's hope he does well today. And taking a look at Dortmund's squad, it's a squad that you expect them to put out there almost every single time, with a couple changes here and there. Aubameyang up top, Royce Yarmolenko on the wings, Götze and Julian Weigl in the middle. You got Omer Toprak, Mark Bartra, Lucas Piszczek on the back line. It's a squad that's going to be extremely tough to break down and really difficult to stop going forward. So just telling the boys that it's yeah, just show me what you got. If you can show me that you can hold Dortmund to maybe 2 goals. Let's say if we can hold them to 2 goals max here away at home, I should say, then I think that's a success. But also at the same time, we got to turn around and score goals of our own. First ever Champions League Group Stage 4 Everton. Nice ball up over top to Sandro. He needs to do better with that finish. It was nice that he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but the finishing is something left to be desired. Siggy with a free kick, though. Ooh, didn't miss by much. But as I was saying, first ever Champions League group stage for Everton. Yes, they were in the European Cup back in the day, but only in the preliminary stages. They were in the preliminary stages of the Champions League back in the 90s. They were the Cup Winners' Cup winner back in 1985, but they have not actually been in a proper group like this in the Champions League. So this is going to be their first ever major chance to prove themselves against the big boys. Nice ball out to Nathan Dyer, to Koeman trying to get inside, to Barkley, to Sandro, takes a crack, and that was some okay passing. We were able to control the ball to some degree. 17 minutes on now, Mark Bartra with a free kick gets it back out to Mario Götze, gets it out to Guerrero. There were several yellow shirts in the box to just, oh my god, I thought Marco Reus actually scored that. We got lucky there. Corner kick, Siggy gets it inside the box. It falls to Barkley, and Barkley smacks it off of a Borussia Dortmund defender. Oh, we had a chance there, but unfortunately nothing come of it. Surprisingly, we are going shot for shot with Dortmund. Can't say so much in the possession side as they got 61% of the ball, but we're at least giving them a little bit of pressure. We're at least giving them a little bit of nervousness by taking all these shots on net, but we don't like to see the ball deep within our area, and clearances like that are what's going to give me a lot of anxiety. Aubameyang takes a shot. Oh my god, what a strike. 1 minute before the half ends, and Aubameyang cross his body into the bottom right-hand corner of the nets. It's 1-0 to Dortmund. Let's take a look at this again. It was a poor clearance out by Koeman. Couldn't find anybody in a blue shirt. But then, I honestly gotta say that Aubameyang did have a little bit of a gap that he could have shot it at. But boys, defensively, still need to tighten up. The only positive that we can take out of this is that we have only kept them to 1 goal in this match so far. So I feel like these boys are doing okay, but I expect them to be doing so much better in the second half, taking a little more care of the ball, getting more shots on target instead of just taking it willy-nilly. 9 shots, yes, but only 3 of them on target. And the possession, the whole thing with the possession is just that if you're not going to have the possession, you're not going to have a lot of chances to get the ball on net. Siggy, corner kick, 1 minute in. It falls out to Leighton Baines. Gets it back inside. Nathan Dyer, why are you taking a shot, man? Drive it to the byline and cross it in. That's what you're good for. Already proving that Nathan Dyer signing is a mistake. Ross Barkley, ball up over top to Sandro. He's got to score it. Oh, Sandro, you have to be hitting that in. Off of the post. We still have the ball in an advantageous position, but Nathan Dyer with a cross shot, and that's once again not something that I want to see out of this. Oh, we could have leveled this match. Long ball all the way out to Mark Bartra, who then gets in a deep, deep cross. Doesn't really go to anybody, and it's cleared out. But Dortmund still on the ball, still with possession, is what's concerning here. Oh, good clearance away. Good interception. Now we can hit him on a break. Oh, Sandro, you're one-on-one with the keeper. You got to score this. What are you doing? You got a finishing of 15. How are you missing this? It's very concerning when your main striker, who hit 30 goals all last season, now suddenly cannot find the back of the net. Great interception. Ball up over now to Lookman as he's running free. Got 2 yellow shirts in his face. Sandro taking a shot. It goes over the bar. It's just going to be like this all day, isn't it? It's going to be shot after shot, and we're just not going to hit anything. Time is ticking away. 9 minutes left to go on this clock. I already subbed out Sandro and Lookman. Sandro, because he was the worst player on this pitch, just was not getting the shots on target. And now we got Yannick Bolasie coming through. Yannick, find a blue shirt. Don't just put it across willy-nilly. We still have the attacking chance. Koeman on the wing gets it inside, but Berkey right there with the save. Oh, come on. We're wasting opportunities here. We get right back. Abraham out to Bolasie. He's got to put it away. Yannick Bolasie. There we go. Pardon the headphone users for that clap, which was right in front of my microphone right here. But Yannick Bolasie, that was a wonderful pass from Tammy Abraham through to Yannick Bolasie. I'll start with the interception by Ross Barkley to set this whole thing up. But Yannick Bolasie, with 8 minutes left to go in this match, has just leveled this match. I got no other words for that. That was an amazing turnaround. And now for my final sub, I'm subbing out Michael Keane for Leander Dendoncker, and we're also going to drop back down to counterattack so we don't allow Dortmund to come on to us all that much. Well, maybe going back to counter was probably the worst possible thing I could do because that allows them to come on to us at a very high rate. But it doesn't matter because the ref has blown his full-time whistle and we have finally scored our first goal, our first proper goal this season, and it happened to be in a Champions League match versus Dortmund. Now, can you Adam and Eve it? 1-1 is the score, and we get our first points here in the Champions League. I'm just going to say that was a great comeback. The boys, we were not expected to win this whatsoever. I'll take a draw first and foremost. So good stuff here by the boys, fighting it out throughout the entirety of the match and ultimately getting a goal in the end. So yeah, 445,000 pounds for this draw versus Dortmund, and honestly, I'm just stunned. I'm just stunned that we had all these chances, Sandro taking all these shots and missing every single time. As soon as we sub on Tammy Abraham, all of a sudden he gets an assist. And basically that was the difference right there. Bringing on Tammy and Yannick Bolasie, they changed the game. And taking a look at where our Champions League travels will be next time around, we're going out to Valencia, but not before we take on both Bournemouth and Man City in the league, while also taking on Watford in the League Cup. Now obviously Man City and Valencia are the two priority matches in that, so Bournemouth and Watford, there's going to be a lot of squad rotation, get some people fit, and hopefully don't lose a lot of positions, and hopefully don't lose a lot of matches in the lead up to that Valencia match. So that's what we're going to be doing next time. And that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the episode. If you did, please do go and drop it a like, share with all your friends, and if you're new, please do go and sub for more FM18 content. And if you want to leave a comment on what you saw today or the series as a whole, please go and do so in the comment box below. But anyway, guys, I've been Gendo, and you have been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and peace out.